UDA. Bounces it over here for 21. He'll put a shot up for 2. No good. Rebound comes down there and control to Green. Green coming down the court with a rush, looking for 2. Ball popped up there, but a little short, probably partially blocked. And Miller will inbound the ball. On wing there for Green. Green there for Dietrich. Swinging it out here for Miller. Miller swinging it on the near wing here for Bond. Now inside they'll go on the wing for a couple. No good. Rebound tapped around in there and out of bounds. It goes off the Trojans. Bond might have got a final hand on that one. So it'll be inbounded here by the Mounties. Here comes that young Mountie fella, wooding it up here, picked off by Jan. Jan will drop it back, but then he stepped on the end line, they said. So it'll be turned over here now to the West Snyder boys. They go to inbound. 2-3 with it. Dropping it back here for a shot for 3. That's long. Rebound on the near side here to Dietrich, and he'll tie it up inside there with 32. And it'll be UD inbounding. Trojans and the Mounties tied up here at 0-0. Bond inside for Dietrich. Dietrich back over here for Bond. He'll throw it back for Green. Over in the wing, Miller. Green, near wing here. And Dietrich inside, dropping it back over here for Bond. Steps up for 2. A little bit short. Rebounded in there to 32 of the Greenwood ball, or the West Snyder ball club. From outside. Nope, off the mark. Rebound tapped over here, and Miller controls it for UDA. Miller coming down with a good rush, pushes it over in the baseline. Now inside here for Dietrich. Dietrich for 2. It's good. Good play as Dietrich got a baseline pass from Green after the pass initially from Miller. So give those 2 boys an assist and a bucket inside. Here's a shot to tie up the game. No good. Rebounded here to Green. Stephen Green takes it off strongly for UDA. And back up court come the Trojans. Miller. Over in the wing they go. This is Bond. Bond, who is blonde. Miller, inside he goes. Nice pass there. They'll drop it over in the wing here for Green for 2. It is no good. Rebound comes down, and wow, onto the floor hard goes Bond. He's going to be okay, I think. Yeah, he'll be okay, but man, he went to the hardwoods pretty hard. Here's 12, over in the wing, on the baseline now. Couldn't drive the baseline. 3 Trojans staying there defensively. Here's a kid taking it inside, though, for 2. It's good. The game's tied 2-2. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the opening period. Green with it for UD. Out in front for Bond. Now inside Dietrich's got it. Dietrich, 15-foot try. No good. Rebound here to the Mounties. West Snyder bouncing it on near side. Shot for 3. It's all, no, but it's good. Went in, went up the top, hit the top of the backboard, and came back down. 5-2, Mounties by 3. Trojans getting ready to put another squad in here at a whistle. Here's Dietrich. Dietrich near wing over here for Miller. Miller for 2. It's good. Nice bucket there by Miller, and back come the Mounties. Bouncing here, near steal by Miller. On the wing, shot for 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebounded to Jan. Jan will push it up, or rather by Dietrich. And Miller up court here for UDA. Near side here for Bond. Inside they go for a pass for Dietrich, but it came off him, and up court come the Mounties. 3:20 left here in the first quarter. 21. Oh, underneath he went with it, but the ball came loose, picked up over there on the baseline. Spinning it back out on the left wing now. They'll try it. Here's 21 from outside for 3. No good. Rebound, let's see, controlled to the Mounties. 32 turns around, puts a shot up and in. Good. 3-2 of the Mounties with a nice bucket. And timeout called, and the Trojans will send in the second squad tonight, which will consist of what would normally be the starting lineup. So at the 2:59 mark here of the opening period, it's The Mounties up 7-4. Commercial word there. Back comes Warner now. Warner into the ball game. Loops it right underneath here for Shiley for 2. It's good. So Warner inside to Justin Shiley, and Shiley put her home. Back with it come the Mounties. Mounties 2-3 with it on the right wing here, going across the baseline. Wow, dangerous pass, but they made it. Young fella trying to take it inside, ball stripped away. Shiley picks it up, looping it ahead here for Warner. Warner for 2, nope, blocked out of there, and a foul called on number 12. And Warner will go to the line shooting 2. Kyle at the line to shoot a pair. Warner shooting 2. His first one's no good. It's good. So the score is tied now, 7 up. And up come the Mounties, racing down the left wing over there with 32 dropping it off here for that 33 guy. Now 33 on the baseline. Nice block in there by Markle. And back comes UD. Looping it over there for a shot by Shiley, blocked out of there by 33, and then a double dribble called as Mark Mace caught on the wing over there and kind of double dribbled it. He was sort of tied up. And it's going to be off red. 23 knocked it out of there, so UD will get the inbound the ball. Mark Mace will inbound it for UDA. Back here for Warner. Inside right there, Shiley for 2. Nice pass from Warner to Justin Shiley, and Shiley put her home. Trying to come up court with it now are the West Snyderans, and a blocking foul called on Zach Laudenschlager with 1:52 left here in the opening period. Trojans lead 9-7. Be none shooting, and the Mounties will inbound the basketball. Out front for 3. Nope, no good. Rebounded in there to Markle. Markle up court with it for UDA. Near wing, he'll pass it over here looking for Warner, but Warner had cut it inside and was not around to catch that pass. So ball gets turned over here with 1:42 left here in the opening stanza. Snyder trying to get it up court. Now it looked like he ran with it, but it's stolen away by Markle anyway. Markle to the hoop for 2. It is good. Left-handed layup by Austin Markle makes it an 11-7 ball game now as the Trojans slowly but surely pull away here. Up court with it comes that 12 guy. He's going to go all the way. He did. He flattened one of the Trojans, and then out of bounds it goes as Shiley stood his ground and was flattened. But let's see. Got a minute 15 left here in an 11-7 ball game. Another squad in here for UDA. This one consists of Green, Peters, Drew Mace, and Phil Straub. Stroop, rather. Over the wing it goes for the Greenie. Near side it comes here for Peters. Peters from outside for 3. No good. Rebound inside there, controlled to UD. Back it comes for that Laudenschlager. That's Colby. Here's a pass inside for Phillip. Stroop, no good. Turnaround shot by Mace, no good. And out of bounds it goes off the Mounties. 51 seconds remaining here in the opening period. They'll loop it. Whoops, tried to loop it inside for Phil Stroop, but blocked out of there by the Mounties, and so back they come. 11-7, 23, bouncing it over here on the wing. Inside on the baseline for that 2-3 guy. He'll try to drive it underneath, puts a pass over on the far side, no good. With the shot, Green with a rebound here for that Colby Laudenschlager. Colby coming back, less than 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Green out here for Colby Laudenschlager. Near wing Peters inside. He tried to go with it for Phil Stroop, but it's tapped out of there. And once again, the Trojans trying to work it inside, have it blocked away. And so inbounded here by the Mounties as time winds down here in the first quarter. 18 seconds remaining. Nice pass for 3-2. His shot no good. Rebounded in there, and a shot put up by that 23 no good. He's got the rebound again, puts another shot up, and it is a foul call. 2-3 will go to the line for the Mounties. They'll be shooting 2. This young fellow made the first and missed the second one. Makes it an 11-8 ball game. 6 seconds here. Stroop's going to have to try to put it up, or somebody's going to have to try to put it up. Here's a shot of good if it goes off the glass. No good. So at the end of one, it is the Trojans 11 and the Mounties 8. Okay, it'll be the Mounties with the advantage of inbounding the basketball here as we begin the second quarter. Here's 23. He had a move to the basket, puts a shot up off the side of the hoop. No good. Ball tapped around in there. Zach Laudenschlager with it for UD. Zach will drop it back here for that Mace. This is Mark Mace. Dropping it for Warner. Near wing here for Markle. Mace over there for Warner. Warner tried to go inside, looking for Shiley in there, but passed it over everything. It'll be inbounded here by the Mounties. Wow, nearly lost it away. In fact, fires it right here for a shot by Markle. Good for 2. Nice, big, reaching shot that time by that Austin Markle. And 5 seconds, I think, has expired. Or do we have a foul here? Foul called on Mark Mace from way back here. And I mean way back. The guy was at the other end of the court, called that one. These guys have been really hanging on to each other, though. If you notice earlier on the video here, they were really hanging. And referee back here called it. Anyway, 23 will try to move it around. Over on the left wing, he goes with it on the baseline and hold everything. No shot, stays down here. I think the foul might be on 31 Markle, I think, picking up the foul. Not sure about that, but 12 will inbound the ball. I'm sure about that. No, the foul was on Laudenschlager, Zach Laudenschlager. From outside for 3, just off the mark. Rebound comes down there. Shiley's got it, but then it was stolen away by the Mounties. 23 Mountie over in the wing. Inside, looking for 2. Short. Rebound controlled there by Zach Laudenschlager. Back for Warner. Warner with a long pass down court here for Markle, but Markle will be called for a walk with it first. Austin received the ball in the air and took a step and then was called for the walk, so that one won't work. 12 up court. Passing it ahead here for that 32 guy. He goes on the baseline, had a man camped on there, number 55. Was camped on the UDA baseline, or on the Mountie baseline, but couldn't handle the pass, kind of down at his feet. So back comes Kyle Warner with it for UDA. Near wing here for Markle. Inside it goes now for Laudenschlager. Over the wing for a shot from over there by Warner. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down here to the Mounties. Wes Snyder having another questionable year for the Mounties. From outside, 21 for 3, no good. Rebounded over there by that Laudenschlager. Picking it up here for Warner. Warner looping it near wing over here for Markle. Markle for 2, no good. Shiley return shot, wouldn't go. Return shot by Laudenschlager, no good. The ball comes out here where they're going to try one from way out. Good for 3. Well, the fellas had some chances inside, some rough play underneath the basket that time. So Warner said, what the heck, we'll try one from out here 22 feet away, and he hit it. Whoa. Ball blocked away nicely by Markle. On the baseline, shot put up and in good. Nice play that time by that 2-3 of the Mounties, because he was really struggling inside there. Near wing, they'll try one here for Markle. Lost the handle. Picks it back up outside here. He lost the handle. Ball tipped back, and it's got to be controlled here by the Trojans. Markle from outside for 3. A little bit long. On the rebound underneath, we have a foul underneath on the Mounties. Trojans inbound the basketball now. Foul on 55 of the Mounties. As the new squad in here, this is Peters with it. Alex dropping it off over here for that Stroop. Peters for Colby Laudenschlager. Colby signals everybody to switch around here. Green goes on the right wing side. Green cutting back here is Peters. Green for 3, just off the mark. Rebounded inside there to that 32. 32, a bright spot on the Mounties ball club, as is this 2-3 guy here. He'll take it all the way on the baseline, looking for two. That's blocked away partially, and then out of bounds it goes. They're going to say Phil Stroop stepped on the end line that time with 3:47 left here in the opening half of this ball game. They'll loop it back here. Shot from the wing for two. No good. Rebounded to 2-3. He'll push it over there now as 32 goes up for two, and that's blocked out of there nicely. Stroop got a hand on that and knocked it out of there. So a good job by that Phil Stroop handling that shot on the baseline. Just plastered it out of the ballpark almost. Here's 32-23. Green on him on the baseline for two. Just overshot everybody. 55 goes up and puts a shot up, but he's fouled. Foul will be on Phil Stroop, I believe. Maybe not. Could be on Peters. We'll see. Oh, Phil and Alec were side by side there, and it's actually the fouls given to Alec Peters, his first. 55 makes his first shot, and he'll try another one. It is good. 16-12 the score. 3.5 minutes remaining here in the half. Colby Laudenschlager on the wing for Green. Green comes across the court here now for Peters. Back out here for Colby Laudenschlager. Green for three. It's good. Stephen Green nails a three. Whoops, here's a ball thrown away by the Mounties. And another squad will come in here now. Trojans bring in Green. They allow Green to remain in there. Miller comes in with him along with Bond and Dietrich. Jan inside. Ball tapped away. Picked up. Here come the Mounties. 23 with a bounce pass over there for that 12 guy. He missed the shot. Rebound comes down here to Dietrich. And Adam will spin it over there for Miller. Miller goes on the wing, but it's stolen away. 55 with a head of steam, looking for two. Shot it high off the glass, no good. 23 couldn't handle the rebound, and Dietrich picks it up for UD. So the Trojans dodge the bullet there as Miller will bring it back up. Near wing here for Bond. And Bond spinning it back here for Green. Right underneath, they try to go to Jan, but couldn't handle it. And inside it comes here now for Dietrich out on the wing. Miller back here for Green. Green wants three more. That's off the mark. And the rebound comes down to the Mounties. So the Mounties coming back. 2:14 left here in the first half of the ball game. Shot from the wing for three. Good. Good for number 21 rather. 21 gets three. It's 19-14. Here's Green. Out front here for Bond. Miller. Inside for Jan. Jan will push it back for Miller. Miller from outside for three. Off the mark. Miller gets his own rebound here on the wing, however. And will clear it back out front here for Stephen Green. Inside he goes to Dietrich. Dietrich from 16 feet out. No good. Rebounded in there to the Mounties. So, back with it they come. 1:35 left here in a half. 32 for a shot. Wouldn't go. Rebounded in there to Dietrich. Green down the court for UD. Near wing over here for Bond. Miller for Green. Green pushing it inside for Jan. Jan tips it around, but it's going to be controlled to Green. Green inside for Jan, and then Jan walked with it as he got the pass inside and shuffled his feet a couple of times. So that squad will check out of the ball game now, as back into the ball game comes the Trojans here with Mace. That's tapped around in there by the Trojans. Right inside here for Markle for two is good. The inbounds pass tipped over there by Mark Mace. Inside for Mark Gull, and Mark Gull put it in. There's a ball tapped out of there by Mark Mace. They're going to rule it went off Mark. And the Mounties will inbound. 21 had it. Pushed it down over here for that 3-2 guy. He puts a shot up and in good. 32, pretty tall kid out there, and he put her home. 48 seconds remaining, and the clock on moving on down here now. Here's Markle. He'd like to get three. Nope, a little bit off the mark. Rebounded over there to Warner. Here's Warner with it again. Can he get three? Yes. Yes. Kyle Warner for three more, and the Trojans Adding it up now, 24-16. Comes that 2-3 guy across the timeline, bringing it up court into the baseline there for that 55 fella. Ball tapped nicely in there by Markle, but well, now it goes off 55 with 13 seconds remaining here in the first half of the ball game. And here is Warner over the wing. He goes with it for a drive by Mark Mace. Lost the handle on. Mark picks it back up outside. 15-foot try. Good by Zach Laudenschlager. And that's going to do it as the period comes to an end. So at one half of the ball game, we've got in now the Trojans with a 10-point margin. It's UDA 26. The guests from West Snyder 16. Good first half. Well, as you can see, the boys are back, and we're about ready to go with the second half of action tonight here at UDA. All right, here we go now as the Peters gets set to put 3 up here. No good. Rebound comes down there to Drew Mace. Back outside, he'll go over Peters again. Peters reloads, fires it back this way now for Warner for 2 short. Rebound controlled in here, however, by Shiley, and Shiley will spin it back outside here for Miller. Near wing here for Warner. Inside it goes, tapped away, and that 32 guy, yep, there he goes, looking for 2. It's good. So, the Trojans fiddled around that time, and 32 stole it from him. Inside with a pass that's tapped out of there off the hands of 21. And it'll be UD inbounding. For Warner for 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound tapped around and out of bounds it goes. It'll stay UDA ball now. The Trojans trying desperately to put a point in the board here, keep getting it knocked out of bounds. Here's Peters. Peters with it again on the wing. He'll try for 3. It's good. Alec Peters bumps a 3 in there nicely for UDA. And up court comes at 23. Whoops, he's tripped up in here by Peters. Dribbles it free, however, for 12. 12 stopping, pushing it on the baseline. Shot underneath, no good, not out of bounds. It goes off 32. And UDA inbounding. Peters loops it inside here for a shot by Shiley. It's good. Good pass inside to that Shiley, and Justin put it home. 12 stopping underneath for 32. His shot no good. Rebounded here to Warner. Kyle coming down the court looking for 2. It is no good, and a rebound put up there by Shiley. Wouldn't go. Shiley's second try, no good. Here's a ball tap back here for Miller. Miller for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebounded inside there for Warner. His shot's good, and he finally got 1 to go. So the Trojans shooting 4 times, and finally Warner got that 1 to go. 5:17 left here in the third quarter. Trojans 33-18. And timeout's going to be called, I believe, by the West Snyder Mounties. So 5:17 remaining here in the third. Trojans up by 15.
Huh? Ask the guy in front of you. Blake. I couldn't think of it. Yeah. Okay.
I was going to tell you Sam.
Sam Miller.
It is hold everything. We have a lane violation on the called on the Mounties, and white ball is going to be as Mark Mace comes into the ball game for the Trojans. This is Stroop. Stroop from outside for three. A little bit long. Return shot put up by Green. A little bit short. And 32 with a rebound. Stolen away in there by Stroop. And then Stroop wants to put a shot up, but he's fouled first. Foul will be on 23. And is Phil shooting? No, not shooting. And Mark Mace will inbound the ball. Phil just in the process of picking that one up on the baseline. I thought maybe he was shooting. Here's Stroop for two. It's good. Nice inbounds pass. Looped right here to Phil Stroop. And Phil just in turn looped it right up and in for two. 10 on the right wing. Here comes that 2-3 guy looking for two, way over everything. And Stroop with a rebound and a foul called on 32 of the red-clad Mounties. Mark Mace, near wing over here for Green. Spinning it over in the wing. Now inside they go to Stroop. Stroop back outside for Mark Mace. Near wing here for Green. Here's Markle for three. It's good. Austin Markle for three from 22 feet out here on the right wing. And it's 38-18. Trojan margin grows to 20. 21 with it. Bumping it down on the baseline. On the baseline goes 2-3. Go across here for 32 for two. It is in and out. No good. Rebounded in there to Green. Green will pick it up here for UD. Near wing over here for Mark Mace. Mark for three, just off the mark, and rebound put up by Markle, good for two. So the ball came right down to Austin Markle off Green or off Mace's shot, and Markle put her home. Ball blocked away by Green. Green breaking inside, has Mark Mace right underneath for two. It's good. Stephen Green to Mark Mace, combining with a quick hitter that time, and back come the West Snyder fellas. Here's 23. Bouncing here for that 12 guy. 12 over the wing he goes with it. And he wanted to go inside, but then 10 will walk with it as he tried to find somebody on the baseline. No one there. Go ahead and pass it. Trojans had some good D there. And back comes Markle, or Mace. Over the wing. This is Markle. Inside, he loops it for Stroop. Stroop for two. Good. Stroop not using the glass that time. Phil just knew where he was, turned around, shot a 5-footer in. Big, tall kid. When he gets those hands up there, it looks like he can almost reach the top of the hoop. Here's Phil with it. Skids to a halt. Pushes it back over here now for his Trojan gang. Here comes Markle for Mark Mace. Mace near wing over here for Green. And Green. Markle over there for Mace. Mace from outside for a couple. No good that time. And a rebound comes down here. Let's see. Green tried to save it in, but couldn't do it. 2:58 left in the third. Trojan mounting a lead now, 44-18. That squad leaves, and the Trojans put a new squad in there. Blake Miller, number 24. And Bond in there. James Bond. No, it's not James Bond. But anyway, it's Bond. I don't think it's James. Anyway. Here's 10. 10 working it to the hoop. Oh, blocked out of there by Green. They're going to give Green a foul. Looked like all ball from here, but I guess Greeny got him with the body. And 10 will go to the line, shooting two. Number 10's first shot was no good as Colby Lautenschlager checks into the ballgame to replace Stephen Green for UDA. Green picking up his second personal foul with 2:46 remaining here in the third quarter. And a second shot by this young fella, no good, missed a pair, and the rebound comes down there, and it'll be Dietrich, Adam Dietrich, controlling it over here for that Colby Lautenschlager. Colby up court for UD, over in the wing there for that Bond. Inside he goes here for Jan. Jan has the ball, and he's tied up. And on the tie-up, it will be West Snyder ball. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third. 2-1, bouncing it ahead here for that 32 into 10. 21 from outside for three. It's good. So 21 gets three and makes the score 44-21. 2:15 left here in the third. Colby Lautenschlager near wing over here. He goes to that Blake Miller. He'll swing it across the court. Colby Lautenschlager here for Dietrich. Adam Dietrich, whoa, bounced it over here past Bond, and it will be Inbounded here by the West Snyders. 2 minutes remaining here in the third. 21 for 3. No, not that time. Rebound tipped around in there, and a good shot put back by number 10. 10 right there to put that one back for the West Snyder boys. For the Mounties, near wing. Here's Blake Miller stepping it out, or pushing it out front now. Colby Laudenschlager into Jan. Jan had it blocked away, picked off in there, and back with it come the Mounties. A minute and a half left in the third period. Ooh, 23, a pretty large dribble that time. Anyway, near wing over here, 21's got it. He wanted to go inside with it, but it's stolen away. Colby Laudenschlager, Blake Miller racing down with him, but Colby to the hoop for 2, no good. Return, no shot. I thought maybe Adam Dietrich was going to be able to return that one, but he couldn't. It went out of bounds off the Mounties. Inbound pass here for Jan. Jan wanted to shoot it, but couldn't. And I got to say he walked with it. With a minute 12 remaining here in the first quarter. And the Trojans will send another squad back in here now, as we've got a 44-23 ball game here. And 21 will inbound the ball. Ooh, almost didn't get the brakes on that time, but he did. 23 here for the, whoa. 10 seconds expired before West Snyder could get it up court that time. And so it'll be Mark Mace inbounding here in just a second. He'll inbound here for Warner. Kyle Warner for UD. Over to wing Markle. Inside he goes for Shiley for 2. It's good. They just had the West Snyder fellas just kind of standing around. Here's a foul called on Warner. 49 seconds left here in the third period. Kyle picks up the personal. Non-shooting. Team's third, I think, of the half. We'll find out here. Anyway, back with it come the Mounties. Had it nearly tipped out of there. Now they'll spin it near side over here, and out of bounds it goes. No, only the second foul. The Mounties have committed 3 here in the second half. The Trojan team has committed 2. So it's been a good game that way. Really playing up and down the court. Markle with it. Cross court he comes here for a shot from Warner for 3. Kyle nailing another nice 3-pointer. It's 49-23. Stolen away in here nicely by Mark Bass. Mark bounces it over in the wing. Shot from the side here for Laudenschlager for 2. Good. Zach Laudenschlager, 51-23. Stolen away by Warner, and then out of bounds it goes. Kyle Warner with a quick move that time inside to tap that ball away. And West Snyder will inbound the ball. Here's 12. Tapped away by Warner. Picked up in here, and they'll run it back. Warner from outside for 3, just off the mark. Rebounded inside to Zach Laudenschlager. No good. Zach has it again. This time he's going to be fouled. And Zach will go to the line, shooting 2. Here's Zach Laudenschlager. He puts his first one up and in. All right. 52-23. You see the scoreboard at the top of the picture there. 2.6 seconds remaining here in the period. Zach's second shot, no good. Rebound here. Oh, if he could have got it off, but that's going to do it as the time expires. So at the end of 3, the Trojans completely in charge of this one. It's UDA 52 and the visiting Mounties 23. Stephen Green inbound the basketball now for UD as we get the advantage in the beginning of the fourth period. Green from outside for 3. Just off the mark it goes, and tied up inside by 32. Game pretty much out of reach here for the Mounties, so we're going to stay in close on some of the Trojans and watch them play a little defense and a little offense as the ball handler gets the ball. We'll see how he can do. Let's go in here on Stroopy and see how he handles this guy. Near steal here. 12 rolling it over in a wing. 11 back outside here for that 12 guy. Mace guarding him. Here's a fella goes on the floor, and picking it up is Markle. We'll watch Markle take the ball up court. Rolling it over there for Stroop. Stroop dumping it on near side over here for Laudenschlager. Here's Green pushing it over the wing. Austin Markle steps up for a long two, a little bit too long, and on the rebound, controlled here to the West Snyderans, and then Green knocks it out of there for UDA. So back up court comes the Mounties. 10 on the wing, on the baseline for a shot for two. It's good. Nice shot by this young fella here from West Snyder. Mace, ooh, off the foot and off my chair goes the ball, and it'll be inbounded here by UDA. Green getting ready to inbound. Green. Outside he comes now over the wing. Inside they'll go with it for Stroop. Stroop turnaround shot a little bit short. Rebounded in there to that number 10. 5:38 left here in the ball game. Here's that 32, 15 feet out. No good. Rebounded to 30 something or other. He goes to the deck pretty hard. He's fouled. And 33 will go to the foul line shooting 2. Foul was on Phil Stroop, his first. And the young fella missed his first try and his second try. But a return shot blocked away by Stroop. Another try put up and in, good. So the West Snyder comes away with 2 more. It's 52-27. 12 going after it. And they're going to call it back court that time. The Trojans lost the handle on it and knocked it back there. So it'll be inbounded by West Snyder. Spinning it back outside, 33 for a couple, no good. Rebound comes down inside. Let's see who's got it. It's going to be controlled here by Zach Laudenschläger, pushing it ahead quickly here for Mark Mace. Mark dribbling it here, bounce pass over here for Green. Green from outside for 3. It's good. Stephen Green for 3 for UD. 12 pushing it here for 32 for the Mounties. Back outside for 12. 12 from 17 feet out. Good. Good bucket here by 1-2. 4:33 left. The ball goes out of bounds on the far end of the court. And timeout, I think. No, wait. No, Mike says, never mind. Now he says, okay, timeout. Or no timeout, just a time. Change of ball players in here for UD. Blake Miller back in there. Inbounding the ball will be Adam Dietrich for UDA. To that Colby Laudenschläger, number 14. Here's Blake Miller. Blake pushing it back over here on the wing. They go now inside. Here's a turnaround shot by Peters, or by Dietrich rather, is good. 32 with it, bouncing it on the baseline. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebounded inside there to Bond. We'll push it ahead here for that Blake Miller guy. Here comes Blake. Dropping it here for Colby Laudenschläger. Colby off the foot. Looks like he's got a hold of it though. Got it back here for Blake Miller. Blake Miller over the wing. Bond goes inside with it, but the ball comes off the Monties and out of bounds it goes. It'll be UDA ball. Colby Laudenschläger inbound. Does so inside here. Let's see who's got it. It's got to be controlled by Bond. Over the wing. Shot from the side by Colby Laudenschläger. Wouldn't go. Rebound comes down there to Dietrich. His shot won't go. Jan with a shot. Nope. Didn't put it back up and hold everything. We got 3 seconds called on UDA. So got 3:37 left here in the ball game. 57-29. Whoa, there's a ball thrown out of bounds. He tried to loop it over here for 11 and fired it out of bounds. So it'll be inbounded here by UDA. Laudenschläger on the wing over there for a shot from the wing by Bond. No good. 10 with a collection of that shot. And back they come. 12 trying to go inside with a tripped all over the place. 32 with a shot for 2. No good. And on the rebound, we got a foul on Adam Dietrich, I think. Adam got caught on something that time. He hurt his hand a little bit. He'll probably be okay, I guess, but he's going to check out of the ball game now, I believe. And well, there's a whole squad coming in. Number 10 will inbound the ball for the Monties. Here's 12. 12 bouncing it back. Shot from the wing for 3. No good. And let's see. Underneath, it's picked up in there by Drew Mace. And for Warner. Warner underneath there to Peters. Back here he comes here for Mark Mace. And Mark with a nice play and a good pass from Peters to Mark Mace. And Mark put her home. 33 looking for something to happen. This 11 guy picking it up. 32 on the baseline. Back outside here. Tapped out of there as Warner got a hand on that one. Knocked it out. It'll be inbounded with 2:33 left here in the ball game. 55 back in there for the Monties. Here's 32. Tried to roll it inside for 55. He's got it and it's stuffed. And a foul will be called on Phil Stroop, I believe. 55 looking to shoot up two, and he made the first one. The foul was on 54. I don't understand this. The foul was on that last foul, I guess, was on Drew Mace. Here's Mark looking for two. He's fouled, and he will go to the line shooting two. Mark Mace to go to the line for UDA. He'll be shooting a pair. Here's Mark's first try. It is just off the mark. And here's his second one. Much better. Right down the old shoot. 60-30. Mark Mace has helped the Trojans double up the Monties here with 2:15 left here in the ball game. 55 rolling here for that 32 guys. Turnaround shot just off the mark. Rebounded in there to Drew Mace. And up court come the Trojans. Kyle Warner over there for that Peters. Comes back on the near side for Warner. Warner out front here for Drew Mace, and the ball was tapped back there, or rather Mark Mace. And here comes Warner across the court again for Peters. Peters for three. It is no good. On the rebound, blocked around inside there. Let's see, Mark Mace puts it up and in. Good. Well, Mark Mace from 4 feet out, and timeout called as the Trojans elect to send, or they're going to call time. They're going to send another squad in here now with a minute and a half remaining in this ball game at 62-30. The UDA on top. Half remaining in the ball game now as 12 looks for a play, tapped away in there by Dietrich, but picked back up by 12 for two. No good. Rebound shot put up by 33 wouldn't go. 55 for two. It's good. The Trojans not too interested in fouling. It's too late in the game, and the score's too much of a bulge. So here's a nice pass inside for Jan for two. It's good. And the crowd erupts as Jan perhaps gets his first 2 points, and then he fell down. Got the first 2 points of the season, maybe. I'm not sure. But my gosh, he couldn't miss that one. That big guy put that one in. Well, maybe that'll start a 1,000-point career for him. Who knows? We'll find out here. But the crowd really likes it. And I'm sure he does too. Yep. Onto the wing it goes now as they'll push it back out here for that Blake Miller. Stolen away by that 12 guy. 12 is a bright spot also here, as I mentioned before. 2 points for him. Yep, not a bad shooter. Hustler out here. Here's that Colby Laudenschlager. Near wing. Miller back out for Laudenschlager. Swinging it across there for Bond. Bond inside trying to hit Jan again, but out of bounds it goes. They're going to say it went out of bounds off the 55, I guess. 31 seconds left. As a matter of fact, there was a foul on the play on 55. And Colby Laudenschlager will inbound the ball for UDA. 31.5 seconds remaining. Here's a shot short. And let's see. On the floor it goes. And after it in there is that Bond. And 55 tie it up for Wes Snyder. 25 seconds left. Here's E11 stopping, pushing it over the wing for that 10 guy. 33 wants to drive the baseline, pushes it back here for 10. Ball comes loose, and let's see, going to be picked up here by 12. He has a shot. No, nice pass and a shot put up and in by 33. Nice pass by that young fella that time. Here's Blake as the pass goes out of bounds and the buzzer sounds to end the ball game. So the Trojan Junior Varsity keeping their winning streak alive now. And it goes to like 15-1, something like that overall. Perfect in the league. And they win this one 64-36. So congratulations to these young fellas. They have done an outstanding job again here tonight against the weakish young fellas, Monties from West Snyder. So see you at the next JV ball game. Well, it's Parents' Night here at UDA, so tonight we're going to have a view of the players, cheerleaders, and whatever. Players, cheerleaders, and parents will meet here. They're going to come out to the center of the court, and then they're going to move our way. So that'll be a change now. So we'll have these on the video here as a memorial, as a memory. Sure, it's not a memorial. Gosh. Anyway.
Molly Dietrich, daughter of
Okay.
Darby Dietrich.
There they are. Okay. This is Molly Dietrich.
Katie Hassinger, daughter of Jeff and Beth Hassinger.
And next we have cheerleader Katie Hassinger.
Kendra Cucker, daughter of Rich and Carolyn Cucker.
And now we have Kendra Cucker and her parents joining her at center court. Kendra's been cheerleading for as long as I can remember. You're probably cheerleading from birth almost. I taped Kendra in the Little Tigers on up. It's funny she's not hoarse by now. Yeah.
Jana and Robbie Miller, daughter and son of Ken and Gail Miller.
And I missed this young lady's name, but Robbie Miller coming out next. Robbie I would recognize, of course. Ball player extraordinaire here for UDA.
Scott and Melanie Peters.
And his sister. Next we have Josh by Gosh Peters.
Jason Troutman, son of Richard Troutman and Christine Smells.
Jason Troutman, the next young fella to be introduced with his parents.
Wade Whitmer, son of Rex and Susan Whitmer.
And here is that Wade Whitmer.
And now the juniors. Chad Dietrich, son of Scott and Cindy Dietrich.
Next we have Chad Dietrich.
Chris Kessler, son of George and Melody Kessler.
There's that big Chris, who I like to call Chris Kringle Kessler, coming out here to meet his
Mark
mom.
Oxendine, son of Michael and Sandra Oxendine.
Next we have Mark Oxendine.
Crystal Scheffler, daughter of Dennis and Yuki Scheffler.
And then Christy Scheffler, cheerleader.
Anthony Weaver, son of Delmar and Sue Weaver.
And next we have Anthony Weaver. Anthony from down on the farm over here. and his mom and dad.
And now the sophomores, Justin Antes, son of David and Connie Antes.
Next we have Justin Antis and his folks.
Jessica Green, daughter of Don and Dee Green.
Next we have Miss Green, Mr. First Name.
Chad Kinch, son of Bill and Bonnie Kinch. Chad is the manager.
And Chad Kinch, the manager, introduced here. His proud parents ready to greet him at center court. There they are.
Drew Mace, son of Jeff and Crystal Mace.
So we have Drooby Mace. Drew Mace.
Jeremiah Mace, son of Karen Mace. He is also a manager.
And here's that Jeremiah Mace. He's a young manager here, Jeremiah.
Alec Peters, son of Craig and Sharon Peters.
And next we have Alex Peters, who just played a good ball game here moments ago against those West Snyder Mounties.
Shiley, son of Randy and Gail Shiley.
And then we have Justin Buston Shiley coming out here to meet his folks.
Kyle Warner, son of Marlon and Wendy Warner.
And then Kyle Warner to meet his folks at center court.
And now the freshman, Jesse Bond, son of Robert and Sharon Bond.
Next we have Jesse Bond. Not James Bond, Jesse Bond. Jesse Blonde, I call him, since he did something unusual to his hair, I think.
Son of Rusty and Jane Hugler.
Here is Adam Dietrich.
Stephen Green, son of Tom and Shelley Green.
And then, of course, there is Stephen Green.
Summer Hortler, daughter of Ken and Angie Hortler.
We have cheerleader Miss Hortler introduced here. Miss Hortler.
Colby Lautenschlager, son of Jack and Tammy Lautenschlager.
And Colby Lautenschlager.
Zach Lautenschlager, son of Keith and Dolly Lautenschlager.
The other Lautenschlager on the boys' team is that Zach Lautenschlager, and he's going to be introduced here now as Zach makes his way to the center court area. There he is.
Mark Bates, son of Ned Henninger.
Mark Mace. All right, Mark Mace. And here's Austin Markle. Oh.
Blake Miller, son of Marion Miller.
And then next coming up here is Mr. Blake Miller.
Lindsay Paradise, daughter of Jeff and Wendy Paradise.
Next comes Lindsay Paradise, cheerleader at UDA.
Philip Stroop, son of David and Joanne Stroop.
And then we have Philip Stroop, the big guy. Phil's a freshman, and he's a tall one.
Robbie Yan, son of Bill Yan.
And speaking of tall, here comes that Robbie Yan.
Head coach Tom Hayes. Assistant
There's
coach
Robbie.
Michael Townend.
And the coaches.
Mr. Andrew Diddy.
Now, they're over here. There they are. Coach Haynes, Calnon, and Diddy. Where's she? Dean Klinger? Not sure.
We'd also like to mention the athletic trainer, Dr. Tamara German.
Not sure where she is. The athletic trainer is introduced. There she is. Her name is German. And I think that did it, as the festivities have come to an end. So we'll congratulate all the players and their families for representing themselves very nicely here tonight at UDA. Well, we have some junior varsity action for you tonight again here at UDA as the Trojans take on the Juniata Tigers, I guess they are. No, Juniata Indians, that's it. The last time the two teams met up at Juniata, the junior varsity of the Trojans came away with, I think, a 2-point victory, coming back in the late stages of the ball game and hanging on to get themselves a 2-point win. So tonight we'll see if we can spread that out a little bit and make it a little easier ball game. But Juniata boys know how to play basketball, and we're going to see just how we can compete with them tonight here at home at UDA. Trojans send out Shiley along with Oxidine, Markle, Zach Laudenschlager, and Kyle Warner. So here we go with the opening tip-off. We have no names for the junior varsity from Juniata. Juniata controlling the opening tip here. 34 working on the wing, near wing. We'll swing it to the other side. From outside for three, it's good. Juniata's number 33 gets the first 3 points of the ball game, and it's a 3-0 Juniata lead. Trojans come back to see if we can counter that. Here's Zach Laudenschlager stepping up for a 12-footer on the baseline. No good, but a return shot put up by Oxidine wouldn't go. Return shot put up. Marco wouldn't go. Shiley's going to get a chance. His shot won't go. Well, here's Oxidine with another try. That won't go. And a rebound comes down here to the Juniata Indians, and here they come. Stolen away nicely by Oxidine. Oxidine breaking to the hoop for two. Has it knocked out of his hands, and a foul called on 34 of Juniata. And Mark Oxidine will go to the line for UDA. He will be shooting two. Mark's first shot was short, and his second try is good. So it's a 3-1 ball game now. Juniata inbounding. Here's 45 trying to take it inside. Nothing doing there. They'll swing it on the wings and then play it out in front. 33 on the left wing, and this is 33 on the, no, he switched. Now he's on this side. 35 back for 33. 33 from outside for three. No good. Just off the mark. Rebound tipped around in there. Juniata's 32's got it. Then it's tied up nicely in there by Kyle Warner. Coming in there and tying up nicely. 5:40 left here in the first quarter. It's 3-1. The Juniata Indians on top. Subs coming in for Juniata. And here comes Kyle Warner. Near wing over here into the corner. They'll spin it there for Laudenschlager. Oxidine spinning it here for Kyle Warner. There's Markle. Warner trying to take it in, rolls it over in the wing here for Oxidine. On the baseline, he goes with it for Zach Laudenschlager. Nice pass inside. A good fake by Zach Laudenschlager and a good bucket by Markle as Austin came on the left baseline right underneath and took a good pass from Laudenschlager for two. Spin it down here now as they try to solve this Trojan defense. Trojans keeping them out from underneath so far. Here's a steal by Oxidine. Mark looking for two. It is good. And the Trojans quickly come back and regain the lead. Now it's 5-3 UDA. This is good for three if it goes. Wouldn't go. Rebounded in here to the Juniata. Juniata stolen away again by Oxidine. Oxidine loops it over here for Warner. Warner for two, but he's going to be called for a walk first. As both Kyle Warner and the young fella from Juniata go to the deck hard, and Kyle's slow getting up here now. And we'll see if he's going to be okay. Looks like he will be, as he really hit the deck. He called for the walk on the play. But boy, they talk about playing on the hardwoods, and these are hardwoods to go down on like that. So he appears like he's going to be okay. Timeout called by the Trojans with 4:15 left here in the first quarter. And it's 5-3 UD by 2. Foul is on Markle. And 45 at the line, shooting 2. First shot, no good. Here's 4-5, second try. This one is no good either, as it bounces off of there. Shiley with a rebound for UD. The Trojan forwards have been doing the majority of the scoring here. We haven't heard from Shiley, Laudenslager, or Markle yet. Well, Markle on the one drive. Here's Shiley with it. Back outside here for Markle. Markle for two. It is just a bit too long. Good play and a good rebound by Shiley. And then Justin goes to put it back up, and he's fouled. So he'll go to the line shooting 2. Justin Shiley shooting a pair. His first one's good. Perfect. First bucket there by Justin. And he'll get to shoot another one. It's 8-3 UD. It's 3:22 left here in the first quarter. Second shot by Shiley, just as good as the first one. So Justin makes a pair and gives the Trojans yet now a 6-point lead. Trojan playing some good D. Low ball off his foot and under the bench over here, and it'll be UDA ball. So the Trojans will inbound the basketball after 54 comes in to the lineup for Juniata. And now we're set to go. Nice pass underneath for Shiley for 2. It's good. Good pass from Kyle Warner to Justin Shiley, and Justin put her home. Got to stay down here with the inbounds play here for the Trojans, the way they're putting the pressure on the forecourt tonight. They're pushing it over in the wing. .45 for 3. It's good. 45 of Juniata gets 3. It's 11-6. It's a pass down on the baseline here for a pass back outside. Shot from outside by Warner for 3. Loops it in, wouldn't go. Shiley with a return shot, no good. And on the floor it goes, and it's going to be a tie-up. On the tie-up, it'll be Juniata ball. Juniata will inbound the ball. Now we're set to go here now as they bring the ball up court. Here comes that 33 guy working it down the wing over there. Inside he'll come here. The ball tied up nicely, stolen away by, what a reach-in foul. Okay, 54, the reach-in foul on Warner. Boy, Kyle really got belted that time with that 5'4" guy, but he's okay. Kyle taking a beating tonight so far in this ball game. As the 2-minute mark here of the first quarter. Inside of 2 minutes to play. The bounce pass over there into the corner goes to Zach Laudenschlager. Zach looking back outside here. Warner for 3. Just off the mark that time. The rebound comes down there and cleared by Juniata. Up court they come. Minute 35 left here in the first period. Here's that 54 guy picking up the dribble, dropping it over here now inside. They'll go on the baseline. 35 for two. It's good. Not much you can do about that one. 35, pretty tall, lanky guy, and he had position. And a foul called on 33. Be none shooting. UD will inbound the ball. Foul was on 33. Yeah, we're trying to get the foul right. Foul was on 33 for sure. It's 11-8. Trojans by 3. Warner up court for UDA. Near wing here for Markle. And Markle swings it over to the side. Warner taking it on the baseline for two. Pushed it over everything. And on the rebound, it's going to be tied up. This time the tie-up will belong to UDA. As Shiley tying it up in there with 32, who might be named Peck. There's a Peck on the board here, but anyway. Inside to Shiley. Shiley pushing it back out here now for a shot from Oxidine. No good. And on the rebound, controlled in there by the Juniata Indians. .47 seconds remaining here in the first period, so the Juniata Indians will elect to hold it up now and let the clock work down here. They trail by 3. 45 takes it inside for a shot. In and out, no good. Rebounded in there to Laudenschläger. Back here for Warner. Trojans will march outside here now as they'll hold the time down a little bit here. Oxidine with it. Mark wanted to go inside with it. Ball came off a foot and out of bounds it goes. It's going to be white ball. As the last person to touch it over there was that number 32 guy. And the Trojans will send in 3 new fellows here as Philip Stroop comes into the ball game along with Peters and Dietrich. 3 is Dietrich, 4 Peters, and 5 Stroop. So 3, 4, and 5 into the ball game. Warner swinging it over the wing. Now into the corner they go for Stroop. Stroop back outside for Warner. Warner looping it inside for Stroop. Stroop shot blocked away. Picked up in here by the Juniata right off the rim. He shot that one at the buzzer. So we've got a 3-point ball game here at the end of one. It's UDA 11 and Juniata 8. Yeah. Okay, the second quarter set to get underway now as the Juniata Indians have the advantage of inbounding the ball. They'll swing it over in the left wing here now and then out in front. Ooh, blocked away nicely in there by Kyle Warner, but they pick it back up again. 32 dropping it for 5-4. For 2, it's good. It's 11-10. Trojans by 1. Trojans had led by 6, 9-3, but the Indians coming in and really playing tough. Ooh, looked like a double dribble. Sure looked like one from here too, and I have to agree with them. But anyway, here come the Indians back now with a chance to take the lead in the ball game. They trail by 1. 32 into the base. Swing it back outside here now on the other wing over to the baseline for 2. Nope, foul called. Foul will be on Shiley. And 32 will go to the line shooting 2. Well, 32 made his first one, tied up our ball game, as you see at the top of the screen over there. It's 11-11. And let's see what he does with the second one. It's good, and Juniata leads for the first time in the ball. Well, no, for the second time in the ball game, 12-11. They had led 3-0, and by virtue of the first shot of the ball game that the young fella put in. There's Markle back here for Warner, Oxidine, and Warner out in front. Trojans want to try to get something going inside. Oops, stolen away on an errant pass that time by Warner, and back with it come the Juniata Indians. Here for 33. Now inside he goes with it. 31 wants to take it in. Blocked away inside, but 33 has him outside for 3. It's good. And 33 is fouled. And he will go to the line shooting 1 to get 4. So the Trojans drop back now 15-11. And timeout called by UDA. Well, 33 to the line, shooting 1, and didn't make it. So he got 3 for his effort, however, and gives his ball club a 4-point lead now, 11-15, 15-11. Here's Warner bouncing it over here for Laudenschläger. Laudenschläger for Stroop. And Stroop pushing it over there for that pass inside. Wow. Shot from the baseline. Good for 2. So we got Zach Laudenschläger into the offense now, and that helps. But stolen away nicely by the Trojans. Back with it comes Warner. He missed the shot. Kyle Warner definitely missed that. Here's 54 with it. After a good steal by Oxidine in there, and then Warner missed it. Here's a 33 winding his way inside, ball tapped around in there, controlled to Oxidine. Mark coming down the court with it for UDA. There's Oxidine. Wanted to take it in, no, dropping it here for Stroop. Phil takes it on the baseline. Right, there with a nice pass to Laudenschläger, who was standing there waiting for it. And Zach Laudenschläger for 2, and we're tied at 15. Trojans really had given them fits earlier on in the first quarter. Now begin here in the second quarter to give them fits, trying to get this ball up court with a lot of steals. There's a ball stolen away. Tapped loose, but 45's got it. He tries to go up with it for 2. It's no good. And Warner with the rebound. Trojans with a chance to regain the lead. Here's Kyle working it out in front, stopping. 8-foot try, blocked out of there, and a foul call. And once again, Warner goes heavily to the floor, and he'll pick himself up and go to the foul line, shooting 2. Scratch that last comment altogether. The foul was on Warner. They charged Kyle with a charge, and so he picks up the foul. And back with it comes Juniata for 2, no good. Rebound nicely by 32, Zach Laudenschläger. And we got a foul called on Juniata. Foul on number 45 of Juniata, Green back in, or Green into the ball game for the first time tonight, and Shiley back into the game for UDA. Stephen Green on the right wing. This is Warner with it. Working it over here for Markle. Markle wants to take a 15-foot try. That's a little short, and a rebound to 32, Red. Over on the left wing they'll go. 3:15 left here in a 15-15 tie in the second period. On the baseline he goes, shot put up and a foul called. He'll go to the line, shooting 2, Will Thurbert, 33. Foul was on Justin Shiley, his 3rd, as 33 makes his first one. And Justin departs the ball game again here now in favor of Phil Stroop, who comes in there for UDA. Oh, Justin picking up his 3rd foul with 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Has got to go a little slower out there, I guess, tonight. So it's a 2-point lead now for Juniata, 17-15. Trojans looking to tie it back up again. There's Laudenschläger. Outside here for Warner. Warner taking it inside, puts a shot up short. Rebound comes down there, and on the floor it goes. Picked up in there by the Juniata Indians. Here he comes, and Warner steals it away, and he'll pick up the foul. Kyle Warner checks out of the ball game, picking up his 2nd foul, and Mace in there, Mark Mace, number 11, replacing Warner for UD. 33 from outside, good for 3. And all of a sudden the Trojans trail by 5. It's 20-15. Juniata by 5. Mark Mace with a pass over in the wing. Here's Laudenschläger. He's grabbed onto by 33, and I think that kid might have picked up his 3rd. He denies it, but I think it's true. Anyway, he'll pick up, no, his 2nd. It's his 2nd. And UDA will inbound the ball. Green getting ready to inbound for the Trojans. In for Mark Mace. There are 2 Maces on the ball team, so that marks one of them. Here's Green for 2. Wouldn't go. 20 or 35 with a rebound. With the head of steam, he tries to go underneath with it. Stolen away here by Green. Green with it, passing it down here underneath Mark Mace. Tried to get out of bounds, or tried to get a shot before he could get out of bounds, but couldn't do it. Pass led him a little bit too much as his band-aid came loose on his leg here. Here's 25 for 2. It's no good. Rebounded inside here to Laudenschlager. Back for Green. Green will drop it for Mark Mace. Mace near over here for Stroop. Stroop right underneath. He goes with it for Green. Green's turnaround shot no good. And a rebound comes down here to Juniata. So the Trojans shooting not nearly what we've seen previous to this ball game. Minute and a half left here in the first half. Getting the setups, just not finishing the shots. They're getting the steals galore. 1:20 remaining. And timeout called by Juniata. 1:18 remaining in the first half. Juniata by 5. Timeout. The Trojans have too many men, and that'll be a technical foul as they inbound the ball, or will they not call it? No, maybe they won't call it. Now they're going to say, they're saying the ball's in play and the Trojans had too many men, which would be a T, a technical foul, a bench technical. And one of the Juniata boys are going to shoot 2. So somebody goofed, somebody was in for someone and somebody didn't come out. So we got 1:18 remaining here in 33. Who is their capital shooter out here will shoot a pair, and he missed the first one. He'll shoot one more, and then Juniata will inbound the basketball. Now, Juniata had not been alert to the fact that the Trojans, well, he missed a pair, so it didn't cost the Trojans anything. But now the Juniata Indians will inbound the ball, which is what they were going to do anyway. And I was going to say they were alerted to the fact that the Trojans had too many men on the court and inbounded the basketball real quickly, which caused the whistle and the tee. So, didn't cost them, though, at this point. Here's a ball inside for 45. His shot is good. It counts, and he'll go to the line shooting 1 to get 3 and gives his ball club a 7-point lead. He can open it up to 8 here now with a bucket. Minute 109 left in the first half. He'll shoot 1. Drew Mace into the ball game for UDA, along with Mark Mace. First shot and one and only shot good. This will be Dietrich inbounding the ball for UDA. Now it's 23-15. Trojans drop back by 8. Markle, Warner, Laudenschlager. Well, let's see. Starting 5, I think. No, the only exception being Shiley, who, with those 3 fouls, has remained on the bench now in favor of Drew Mace. Here's Markle. Markle for UD, out in front, over there for Warner. Kyle back here for Oxidine. 50 seconds remaining. They'll go in a near wing over here for Markle. Markle from outside for 3. It is short, rebounded underneath there though, and put up and in nicely by Laudenschlager. UD with that full court pressure again on the Indians. 22. Wheeling it here for 42. Markle taps it, and let's see, it's going to be tapped out of there. It'll be UD ball. Markle with a good steal that time. Tapping it out of there for off the Indian. 22 seconds remaining. Trojans trailing by 6. And they'll play the clock down to 14 seconds now. Let's see if we can get a bucket here. Here's Warner over the wing with it. Now back outside. Clock down to 5 seconds. Shot put up, no good. Return shot put up by Mace, blocked away. Return shot put up, no good. At the buzzer, does not count. And so the Trojans, just having all kinds of problems trying to get that ball to go in the bucket, trail by 6 at halftime. It's 23 17, Juniata. Well, the ball clubs are back for the second half action here now, and Trojans need a little more action in this second half offensively as they trail by 6 here at halftime. And they have the starting 5 back in there. This is Oxidine. Over in the wing he goes, or Markle over the other side for Warner. Warner looking inside, trying to loop it inside, but the pass stripped away, and back with it come the Juniata Indians. Picking up the dribble over here for the left wing, shot for 3. It's in and out, no good, and a rebound comes down here to Oxidine. Mark coming back with it for UDA. He'll stop out front, swing it over there for that Warner. Warner inside here for Shiley. Back outside it comes to Warner. Warner for 3. It's good. So Kyle Warner puts the Trojans to within 3 now. It's 23-20, Juniata. Looked like a walk, no call. 35 near wing over here for 32. Tried to dump it inside, but the ball came loose. Picked up here by the Trojans. Trojans with a chance to get back within 1. Here's Oxidine working it inside. His shot won't go, but he's fouled. And Mark will go to the foul line for UDA. He'll be shooting 2. No, he won't. Said the foul was before or after the shot. I'm not sure which. And so the Trojans will inbound the ball. No shooting on that foul. Here's a shot from 22 feet out. Good for 2 by Zach Laudenschlager. And the Trojans trail by 1. Now there's some confusion on the out of bounds, and the Trojans will get the ball inbound. And a technical foul will be called, maybe. A warning coming to 32 as he reacted to that call and that play where they had messed up out of bounds. And so just gets a warning out of that. And so UD will inbound the basket, ball underneath their own basket. Right underneath for Shiley. Shiley tries to loop one up and in. Good. Justin Shiley gives the Trojans a lead back, 24-23, with a good shot from. Oh, little walk here now as the Juniata Indians start to discombobulate themselves here and give the Trojans another opportunity to take the lead again now as the Trojans trailing or leading by 1. I beg your pardon. They can increase it. Here's Markle. Looping it inside for a nice pass and a shot, no good. They had a heck of a play going there to Laudenschlager, but Zach just couldn't quite finish it off. So back with it comes the Juniata Indians. These two teams played one heck of a ball game. He rolls this one in for 2. Good. Rolled that underneath the 35, they did. And back come the Trojans quickly. Here's Oxidine taking it on the baseline for 2. It's good. The bucket counts, and this time, by gosh, Mark is going to the line, shooting 1 to get 3. Anyway, up at Juniata, it was nip and tuck just like this. And neither team able to shake the other one. And the Trojans with a 1-point lead now, and Mark Oxidine at the lead, or at the foul line, seeing if he can't extend the lead to 2. Here's his shot short. Rebound comes down to Mark, puts a second shot up, no good. And on the rebound, a foul will be called on UDA. That was on Shiley, and Justin now picks up his 4th personal foul, so he's going to be on the bench for a while, I'm afraid. Looping pass inside here, and they'll roll it back. 35 across the timeline, swinging it over in the wing. And a foul or a trip. Underneath, who's this foul on? As Laudenschlager went skidding to the floor, but the foul is on 35. Their coach over here says no way, but my gosh, something happened to Laudenschlager as he was cutting inside there, and he was really tripped up. So he picks up his first foul of the ball game, the 3rd for the Indians here in the second half. Here's Laudenschlager with it now. This is Zach. Outside here for Warner. Warner wants 3, just off the mark that time, and a rebound comes down in there to the Juniata Indians. Over in the right wing. Inside. Here's 35 for 2. Blocked away nicely by Stroop. Back with it comes Oxidine. Taking it to the hoop for 2. It's good. Mark Oxidine for 2. It's 28-25. The Trojans by 3. They had trailed by 6 at halftime. And back come those Indians. Down the court, swinging all the way into the baseline, lost the handle on it, out of bounds. It goes tipped out of there by Kyle Warner, apparently, because they're going to rule that it's the Trojans who had touched it last. Kyle running right with him here. Must have tapped that one out of there. So they're going to inbound it. Right over here for 54. Now inside they'll go with a looping shot. No good. Rebounded there to Markle. Markle coming back. Tries to put a shot up. It's no good. But a blocking foul called on, or a charge called on Markle rather. Charge on Austin Markle. So 4:01 left here in the third quarter. Trojans by 3. And Juniata with the basketball. .45's got it. Crosses the line with it. Back here for that 31 guy. Now across the court over in the right wing. 32 taking it inside. Boy, knocked out of there again. And a foul called on Stroop. And 54 will go to the line for Juniata. He'll be shooting 2. Foul was on Phil Stroop, his first, as 54 makes his first one, makes it a 2-point ball game now, 28-26. And he'll be shooting 1 more. His second try is no good. Rebound here to Stroop. Phil picks it off and will drop it here for Warner. Kyle up the court now as the Juniata Indians drop back on defense. Trojans will try to solve that as they go to Markle on the left wing. Markle tries to take it inside, does so, stops, blocked out of there by 45, and back he comes. 45 for 2, nearly stolen away, but a shot put up and in good, and we're tied up again. 28-28. What a ball game these two guys, or these two teams, provide for us. Very interesting. Here's Laudenschlager on the baseline. He goes with it. The ball tapped loose, and then a tie up, or whatever they called it. Yeah, tied up. It's going to be Juniata ball. 3:08 left here in the third quarter. Tied at 28. 33 on the wing, inside to that 4-5 guy. His shot short, rebounded in to Stroop. Stroop will push it back here for Warner. And the Trojans with a chance to regain the lead. Here's Warner for 3. It's good. Kyle Warner for 3. It's 31-28, UDA by 3. Nice bucket there by that Kyle Warner. There's 45. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter as Juniata tries to bring it down the court. Lost the handle, picks it back up. Here's 45 for 2. It is good. 45 raising it up and in there, and back with it come the Trojans. Oxidine from outside. That's short. Rebounded inside there. Oh, by Laudenschlager, just wouldn't go, and a rebound comes down here to Juniata. 31-30, the Trojans by 1. 34 with it. We'll stay back a little bit and see what they're doing underneath here. Here comes that 45. Tried to take it inside that time. Had it stripped away from him. Back with it comes Warner for UDA. Warner with a looping pass for Markle. Would have been great had it gone, but Austin couldn't quite pull that one down. And so it's still a 1-point UD lead. Wow. Knocked away over there by Markle, but a foul. Call, or is it just out of bounds? No, it's a foul going to be called on Austin Markle on a push, they said. Drew Mace and Peters in the ball game. Here they go out front with it for 3. It's good. 2. Wasn't 3, it was 2. 32-31. Juniata by 1. 1:20 left here in the third period. Juniata up by 1. Laudenschlager back outside here for Warner. Warner back for Peters. Peters from outside wouldn't go. Rebound comes down inside here, and it's going to be controlled by Juniata. 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. In a 1-point ball game. .31 with it. It's hopping to a stop. 33 from outside for 3. It's good. And all of a sudden, Juniata back up by 4. 35-31, Juniata. Warner with it. Warner trying to take it in, had it stripped away from him, but 31 will pick up a foul. Non-shooting foul on Juniata. Gives the ball to the Trojans here. Here's Oxidine into the corner there for Warner. Warner will take it out in front now with 23 seconds remaining, so the Trojans will play the clock down, go for the last shot. Trailing by 4. They'd like to close it to 2 at the end of the period if they could. Warner picking it here for Oxidine. Over in the wing there for, or the baseline for Warner again. Here's Peters pushing it inside. Ball's knocked out of there, and they're going to rule it went off the Indians. 4.4 seconds remaining, so somebody's got to get one in there quick. Here's Laudenschläger. Warner from back outside for 3, no good. Return shot put up, no good. Right at the buzzer. So the Trojans go into the final period here tonight against Juniata, trailing by 4. It's Juniata 35, the UDA Trojan Junior Varsity 31. Well, we begin the 4th and final quarter here at UDA. Now the Trojans will have the advantage of inbounding the basketball as we get going here in the 4th and final. We assume 7 minutes of action. Trojans trailing by 4. And Warner out in front now as the Trojan want to work it inside or work for a good shot. Here's Oxidine hopping inside for 2. Wouldn't go. Rebound put up there. That wouldn't go. Rebound comes down, and on the tie-up, it'll be Juniata ball. 35-31. The Juniata Indians on top. They have the basketball. Trojans with a league record, a perfect league record this year, the junior varsity, and they're going to try to do what they can to see that that stays that way. It's a ball tapped out of there by Drew Mace that time. Drew got a hand on that one and knocked it out of there as the pass was going on the baseline for a Juniata Indian, but Mace able to knock that one out of there. So they'll spin it back here out front. Over on the wing. Now they'll spot it back here. 31 from outside for 3. No good. Off the mark. Rebound tapped around. Controlled here to Kyle Warner. The Trojans can ill afford to drop back any further now. 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. Warner near wing over here for Oxidine. Oxidine. Turnaround shot by Zach Laudenschläger, short. Rebounded underneath there to Juniata, then he rolled around with it, and they're going to say he went out of bounds as he touched the end line, did number 33 of Juniata. So the Trojans, again, are able to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Well, we'll see what we can do with it. Here's Drew Mace with it. Drew tries to bounce it back this way, and out of bounds it goes. It's going to be off the Juniata ball player, so 5:43 left here in the ball game, and the Trojans will inbound the ball. Boy, it looks like a crowd gathering over here. Now they're going to back them up a little bit. They were smothering the cheerleaders. Okay, now we're set. Here's Warner. Warner over on the wing for Markle. Now back here for Warner. Warner wanted to take it in, couldn't do it. Here's Markle with it. Dropping it here for Oxidine. Mark Oxidine will play it back a little bit. Now the Trojans need to be sure of a couple of shots. Warner from over in the wing for 3. It's good. Kyle Warner hits another 3 and gets the Trojans right back to within 1. 35-34. That looked like a double dribble, but no call. 45 on the baseline for 2. No good. Rebound comes down to Markle. The Trojans able to come back now and take the lead back again. Trailing by 1 point, 35-34. Here's Zach Laudenschläger right underneath with a nice pass for Markle for 2. And the Trojans have come back. So I'll tell you what, if you were charting this ball game, it looked like a sawtooth, up and down and up and down and up and down. The Trojans now with a 1 point margin, 36-35 UDA. Well, following the timeout now, it'll be Juniata inbounding the basketball. The Trojans drop back and let the Juniata Indians bring the ball up court unopposed this time. They'll meet up at the half-court mark here. 35 spins it over the wing, now on the baseline. Ooh, tapped out of there, and it's going to be lost off the hands of Zach Laudenschlager. And so Juniata will inbound the basketball. 33 getting ready to inbound for Juniata. Right here for that 4-5 guy. 31 swinging it over in a wing they go. Now inside, back out. 33 with it for that 32 fella. He wants to take it in, drops it on the baseline. Nice pass, good play. 35 right there without any interruptions from UDA. Put it right back in and gives the Juniata Indians the lead back again, 37-36. Whoa, man, how about a charge? Yeah, they're going to call a charge on Warner that time, as he really flattened one of the Juniata Indians with 4:09 left here, and Juniata with the ball. For Kyle, it was his third personal foul of the ball game, so he shouldn't be in too much trouble that way. 31 now inside they'll go. Shot for two. It's good. And Juniata back on top. 39-36. Juniata by 3. There's Oxidine for Warner. Warner near side here for Oxidine. Kyle moves it over there for a shot from outside for 3. Off the mark that time, but a good rebound here to Oxidine. Mark will take it back outside for Warner. Kyle trying to work it near wing for Oxidine. Mark Oxidine looking for some play. Now develops it over in the wing for a pass on the baseline. Here's Shiley. Turnaround shot blocked away. Then it's going to be knocked out of bounds off the Indians. It'll be UD ball. A 35 in there, about an inch or so taller than Justin Shiley, and he blocked that one effectively for the Juniata. Here's Shiley pushing it inside, tapped out of there. It goes off the fingertips of 33. So UDA trying to get the inbounds play here, right? Here's Shiley again with it. Back here for Oxidine. Into the corner it goes for Warner. And Oxidine. 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. On the baseline for Zach Laudenschlager. Zach might have wanted to take that one in. Here's Shiley taking one up to the hoop. It's good for 2. Justin Shiley with a nice bucket for UDA. Makes it a 1-point ball game again here now. 39-38. Juniata by 1. I think the teams are pretty much, a little bit of a bobble there, but no call. And they'll back it back out. We'll have to keep our eye on the clock as they swing it inside. 31 for 2. No good, and the rebound comes down to UDA. The Trojans come back with a chance to regain the lead. Talk about a ball game, I'll tell you. Here's Warner pushing it over here for Markle, dropping it back for Oxidine. Oxidine over to base. Shot from over there a little bit long. Rebound comes down here, and Shiley has it. Bouncing around inside. He leaps up and down, and back with it comes Juniata. They'll hold it up out here. Wow. 1:55 left in the game. A 1-point ball game. Juniata by 1. 39-38. It's 45. He wanted to drive the lane if he gets a chance. He's going to stay and pull it back here now. 31-45. And timeout called by Juniata, I believe it was. 1:33 remaining here in the ball game. And the Juniata Indians up by 1. Juniata will have the ball to inbound here now with 1.5 minutes remaining and a 1-point lead. 35 with it. Shiley on him. 31. Dribbling it around outside here. 31 will take it in. Tries to hand it off inside. Ball on the floor. Picked up in here by Markle for Shiley. And the Trojans come back with a chance to take the lead. They'll loop it over here now for Oxidine. Clock down to 1:10 left here in this ball game. Here's Shiley, had it tapped out of his hands right over there for a shot by Oxidine for 2. It's good. Trojans lead by 1, 40-39. We're inside 1 minute to play. Less than a minute to play. Trojans by 1. Boy, this is game time. Stolen away. On the floor it goes, and let's see. They're going to call it a tie-up. It's going to be UDA ball. It'll be UDA ball again. It's Warner in there doing the job for UDA on the steal. Excellent play by that Kyle Warner to get the ball back, and timeout called by the Trojans. 52 seconds remaining in the ball game. Trojans by 1. They have the basketball when we come back. Trojans inbounding the ball here now. Warner's fouled, but be none shooting. 16 fouls, so one more foul on the committed by the Indians will give the Trojans a 1-and-1 bonus situation. Or perhaps that was only the 5th. I'm not sure how Bowser puts them up here on the thing, but nevertheless, here is Oxidine. Mark's fouled. Well, if they're going to do that, we have some foul shooters on this ball club, and that's going to be the 6th foul. Okay, so one more will put the Trojans in the bonus. Mark Oxidine getting ready to inbound the ball with 41 seconds remaining in the game. Here for Warner. And now, wait a second. They're going to foul him right like that, huh? Well, now Kyle will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. I guess they have to do that, but by gosh, if we've got any luck going for us tonight, Kyle will put at least one of these in, maybe both. We'll see. Let's go, Kyle. Put a lot of pressure on this young sophomore, I think he is. And here's his first try, and it is no good. Rebound comes down to Juniata. 35 seconds remaining. Trojans by 1. Inside they'll go. Turn around, no, pushing it out here. Near wing. They take it in. Shot blocked away partially, perhaps rebounded in here by 35 for 2. Wouldn't go. Ball tapped around, controlled by UD, and then a foul. Boy, I wonder if that wasn't an intentional foul. What do you think? Anyhow, gosh, Warner will go to the line again for UDA. He'll be shooting another big 1-and-1. Come on, Kyle. All right. Shooting a 1-and-1 with just 16 seconds remaining in the ball game. Trojans leading by 1. See if Kyle can get that first one to go in. Here it is. It is no good. Rebound tapped around over there, controlled by Juniata. Here's 31. Oh, looked like a walk. No call, and timeout called by Juniata. So they'll have the ball with 8.8 seconds. Boy, that can be a disaster, but we'll see. And timeout going to be called by UDA just as time was about ready to get called back in. The Trojans called time. So we still have that 8.8 seconds remaining, and we'll be right back. Well, the Trojans are 8.8 seconds away from winning this ball game. Juniata 8.8 seconds away from winning this ball game. And here it comes down to this on the 45. Pushing it back out for 3. No good. And a foul called. The foul will be on Austin Markle. And that came with 4 seconds left. And that's going to send 33 to the foul line, shooting 3. Oh, a mistake by Austin that time. And let's see what 33 will do with this. His first try, good. Tied up. We're tied. We are tied up with 4 seconds remaining. Here's his second try. It is good. This kid can shoot. 41-40. And timeout called by the Trojans, I do believe, as they want to ice this guy and see if he can miss the next one. But boy, 4 seconds remaining, and the Trojans now trailing by 1. Well, 33 back at the foul line now to shoot this one shot. The Trojans, the only ones defending on the shot. He'll be shooting 1. He can give his team a 2-point lead if he puts this one in. And he did. And timeout immediately called by the Trojans. So the Trojans got to come up with a 4-point play, or 4-second play that amounts to 2 points to get right back into this one. Now it's not impossible, but it's going to be tough. This is it. The final 4 seconds about to unwind here as the Trojans will put the ball in play. They got to put it in somewhere. It's blocked out over in the wing. Here's Shiley firing it down the court. That's going to do it. The Trojan junior varsity have dropped their first ball game in league here now to the Juniata Indians, who were tough on them before. The final score, Juniata 42 and the Trojans 40. So the Trojans taste defeat in league for the first time here, going about 10 or 12 in a row, and finally they get defeated here by Juniata on some foul shooting, clutch foul shooting by number 33 of the Indians right at the end of the ball game. And this kid played a very good game for them all night long, and he ends up the game winner. So congratulations to the Juniata Indians, and to our Trojans. Well, they'll just have to get it back together again now and get ready for the next ball game against Millersburg on Friday night. So again, that score is off the board. But anyway, we know what it was, a 2-point loss to Juniata tonight, 42-40. So we'll see you at the next junior varsity ball game, and hope for bigger and better things.